Everyone in meme coins wants the same. Quick way to make money, simple steps to follow, and a strategy to separate garbage from real plays. But here is the truth. Most people end up losing everything because they don't understand the main problems every meme coin trader faces. In this video, I'll break down those problems, show you how to avoid losing your whole bag, explain why devs are actually running this market, and then walk you through a live example of a meme coin you should stay away from. By the end, you'll know how to spot if a coin is alive or just a dev trap. And if you want to be a part of honest and open community, join my Telegram, link in the description. Let's go. So first of all, let's look at the main problems of a meme coin traders. You can lose everything. You have to quickly decide if this token is a scam or not, because timing is very important. You need a strong strategy that you understand before you are buying. And you need simple, repeatable steps, no improvisation in progress. And I want to start with the main, because others are not so important as this one. You can lose everything. Just think about it. If you lose everything, the other steps doesn't matter. Your morale gets crushed and you're left with two bad choices. Make a new deposit or quit the game completely. We don't want both of these variants, so we are gonna not lose everything. So the basic advices are the same, like for any traders out there, is don't risk money that you can't afford to lose, learn how to do bankroll management, set realistic expectations from your trading, and learn how to take profit. And all of those doesn't matter if you don't have enough discipline. So train yourself, be a better version of yourself, and you eventually win. To be more specific, we're gonna look at the real meme coins, but a bit later. Before that, you need to understand who is the main enemy of you right now on the market. It's not other meme coin traders, as they are telling you everywhere. All the influencers are telling you, be better than others, be better than others. That doesn't really matter here. The main enemy of you is the devs, because they are creating coins that are draining your liquidity in an organized way and leaving you holding the bags. There are so many devs who are creative, who can create some kind of complex systems that can drain your liquidity, and you will not even notice that there are devs if you don't know the next thing I'm gonna talk about with you. To make it in a market full of sneaky devs running all kinds of twisted schemes to wreck you, you need some kind of edge. Back then everyone was just trading straight off DEX screener, but now people are using different tools. One of those is Axiom, which I've been using for a long time, and recently I also started using Padre. Together they give me enough info to actually decide whether a token is worth aping in or not. In this channel I'm showing you only the best and verified tools by me, so subscribe to support the channel. Alright, let's take a live look at how token analysis really works. I've got one token lined up for you that rugged while I was recording the intro to this video. So let's break down what the red flags were and you could have seen it coming, and why it's kind of a play you should avoid from the start. So we're gonna look at the basic numbers, then Twitter, top traders details, dev tokens, holders, and trades. I'm doing this analysis every time when I'm trying to buy some token, when I'm deciding if I should buy or not. So the basic numbers are just numbers that these tools are showing us in the data and security in Padre and in the token info in Axiom case. Here we can see everything looks pretty normal, pretty natural, and devs nowadays, they are trying to give this thing a pretty nice look. Everything is clear. We don't have insiders, we don't have bundlers, we don't have developers holding, we don't have snipers. We are very good, but actually this is a terrible mistake if you believe them. So for most tokens these numbers will be okay, because if these numbers are not okay, you are not gonna go into this token anyway, of course. So this thing is almost always is verified as a yes for me, but that doesn't mean anything. So the next thing is Twitter, and for this token example that I have chosen for you, you can see that this Twitter is is dead from the beginning, because 45 followers and two and two followings could not create a long-term demand pressure. That means that this token will never fly and it doesn't have a long-term potential. But that doesn't mean that we can't buy it. We of course can, if other things are okay. The next thing and the most important tab for me is a top traders tab. For this tab, for top traders tab, I am using Padre because it shows us much more than Axiom can. And what I disliked about this token in the top trader section is this guy right here on the first place. The PNL of this guy on this token is plus $3,000. But if we open his account, we can see that this guy was trading only one token at all in his lifetime. Only one win, 2 buys and 21 sells. That is, of course, for me a red flag, because this is not an organic person. This definitely is a wallet of this developer, and it definitely some kind of rigged situation here. If we can see that top traders here who made a lot of money on this token already, this is the profit they already made. We can check a couple of guys here, and if they are not organic persons, if they are not looking natural for you, it doesn't even have a sense. The worst thing here is this bundle icon. If you see in the top traders the bundlers, a lot of bundlers, even if you don't see them here in this section, but you see them in the top trades, stay away from this token, because this token was created not to get you some kind of not to give you money. It was created to give the developer new money. So these all wallets they are under control of one person. So we don't want to compete in an unfair game 1v1 versus the person who has million of wallets and you have only one wallet, and you are trying to outsmart this guy. You will lose 100%. So next thing, we want to see top traders details. I have just shown you how to do it. You just go to the top trader section and click on these guys and give it a little think about is it okay, is it normal, does it look organic or not. You also want to take a look here and to see who was funded this token. I think who was funded this person wallet, and I think that all of these are looking pretty red flagged for me. Bundler, this address had zero soul until 21 hours ago, and also this. So they were created around 20 hours ago, and they were funded by this developer, and that's kind of obvious. The next thing I am always looking at is the dev tokens. How many tokens have this dev already created, and how many of them were migrated? Because if often you can see here that the dev, for example, have created 1000 tokens and none of them migrated. That means that this guy just doesn't let this token to migrate, and he is trading here in the 0 to 100 market cap and draining all the liquidity from guys like you who are coming into his trap. So we also have to check the dev tokens. If everything is okay, we are gonna go and look at the holders, because the holder tabs tells us a lot. With this token, we will not see holders, I think, no more. But before this rug pull, if we were looking at this section in the holders tab, we will see that there will be a lot of people who are holding this token and they want to sell it on you when you coming in, because there is no really some organic pressure, and will not be, because there is no community, and you can see a lot of holders. That kind of doesn't make sense for me, especially on this market cap. So that's also a red flag. The last thing I check when analyzing a token before buying is the trade step. For that I use Axiom just because I'm more used to it. Before buying I always look at that window to see what's going on. If I spot buys with amounts way off than the usual, that's most likely artificial activity. But if I see new people coming into this token, new holders dropping in with solid amounts, and everything else I mentioned earlier checks out with no obvious red flags, that's when I can jump in. Because if I see it, others will too, and they will ape in after me, and I can sell into the wave and take some profit. So that's basically my strategy, and I was using it and made a couple X's on it. That's not a way to get some, I don't know, million X's, but solid 2-3 X's is pretty enough for me. Now let's head into the trenches and look at a live token to see how this analysis actually applies. I'm going to break it down in real time and show you everything step by step. So we can check any token that you like. For example, I don't know, for example this one, I don't care actually. So first of all, we want to see the liquidity. Liquidity is 40k. Okay. Next, we want to see the numbers. The numbers are not very good because we can see here snipers, bundlers, insiders, a lot, and a lot of fresh buys, fresh holdings. So that's kind of a orange flag for me. Okay, not red flag, but orange flag for sure. Next step is Twitter. We want a quick look at their Twitter. This Twitter seems like a pretty solid for me actually. CA. Okay. Next thing, we're gonna look at the top traders tab and see who made already profit on this token. Okay, let's go. Top trades, top traders. And as we can see here, there is a lot of bundlers. That means the dev is actually is not honest. Of course, I'm gonna check this guy. I'm gonna check this guy because sometimes they bundle wallets by mistake. We're gonna check this guy. We're gonna check this guy again. We're gonna check this guy again. Okay, we can say that this is actually we can say anything except that these guys are bundled together. So that's kind of sus for me. But other things are looking pretty okay. Next thing, we wanna check the dev tokens. How many dev tokens there was? Okay, 1. Okay, and the holders tab. Okay, let's go to the holders tab, and we can see that top 10 holders entry was here. That means that they want to release their tokens on us if we buy something. That's not good, but the red flag here is this thing. Everybody who holds this token is in a bundle. That means that developer probably has this wallet under his control, and he's waiting for us to come into his trap. And we can see that the PNL, actual PNL, is minus because they bought everything at low market caps, and they are waiting for us to ape in and close the position on us. So the last thing we want to see about this token is the trade tab. Okay, the trade tab, and as we can see here, there is a kind of a little bit strange numbers coming in, Because if you want to buy, and if you are an organic person, just normal retail investor, you will buy with these amounts. This, or this. You will not buy with 0.235 or whatever shit this is. You can see this bundle guy, he unloaded some of his tokens into the guys, and we can see that this green candle is not really organic because there is only few guys who are new holders, and other guys, they are just, I don't know, selling and buying, just creating some artificial activity. But this token seems everything seems pretty okay for me, except the picture of the graphic itself. It doesn't look natural for me, because this never happens, this kind of picture. And I think if we will sit here for another 5 minutes, it will rock 100%. So, but the case here to make money is to catch token like this when they are in the beginning of their cycle. So if you see something like this and it looks promising, it will look promising to other guys in the market also. And if you buy this token, I don't know where, but if you the 60 market cap, I don't think that this market cap is a good I don't think this market cap is a good time. I don't think that this time is good to aping, but if we will wait, or if we can spot this kind of token earlier, for example on 20k, we can definitely buy it and sell it, I don't know, right here, right there, anywhere you want. So that's kind of it. This token looks pretty okay for me, actually. Obviously it was made by some kind of a smart dev who is hiding everything and trying to fool us, but we can steal some kind of a parasite on his action and get some profit out of it. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. At the end, I want to give you some important advices. If you want to be successful on this meme coin market, you have to lock in, full focus, and don't distract on anything. If you will do the same kind of actions every day, like analyzing the tokens, in the end of the day, you will eventually be better than other traders, and you will easily distinguish the dev scammers from the real devs, and you will know how the crowd operates and be one step ahead of it, and one step ahead of any devs and their rug pulls. Remember that money comes from risks, so be ready to lose some money and to lose some time, or call it investments in yourself, and start with small amount, start with like 0.5 Solana or around like this. Subscribe to my channel to see more valuable information and insider info that I am sharing here for free. So subscribe. And if you are still here, thank you for watching, and if you are still here, thank you for watching, and let's build a real trustworthy community in crypto. I can be the face of this community, you can be moderators, you can be members, you can be everyone, because there is almost nobody in this community right now. I think it is zero people out there, so you can be first one to join my group. So scan this code or go by this link and join my community. So stay safe, stay rich, goodbye.